And just like that, we are back into Bucharest, jumping off one train before we jump into another train in just 3 short hours. But instead of taking a modern train to go to our next country of Moldova, we'll be taking what they call a Soviet sleeper train instead. Now, this is going to be a really interesting experience. But first, we need to get some supplies.
We're expecting a bit of a walk outside of the train station, but we've stumbled across a grocery store. Literally, we walked off the train there, we've come straight here to this little express grocery store. Let's go see what they've got for us.
We've got a budget of exactly 68 lei.
Gotta have some yummies. Okay, I think we're good to go. What do you think?
Pretty good. Total price came to about 58 lei and 63 funny. It is 5:15 p.m. and this is the first time that we've eaten all day.
Which might be why we went a little bit crazy with the groceries. We don't usually buy that much for a trip, but we are so hungry.
Right, the Soviet sleeper train. It's actually called Prietenia. It leaves every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Here's from the station in Bucharest all the way to Chisinau, or the capital of Moldova. Here is the ticket right here. We paid 189 lei for 2 people. The best place to buy a ticket is right here at the Bucharest train station. You can buy it online, but we weren't too confident to play around with that, so we rather just came here to the station and bought the ticket. You can buy the ticket at teller number 1 at the international ticket office.
As far as we're aware, there's no shop or restaurant cart on the train, so that's why we went to the grocery store and stocked up in time for the trip.
Now, we don't know much about this train trip except for the pictures that we've seen online. Apparently, at one stage during the journey, the train gets lifted up of one set of tracks and gets put onto the other, and apparently as well we stay inside the train during this, so that's going to be a really interesting experience. The reason for that, from what I read, is that Stalin was trying his best to prevent the movement of soldiers from one corner of Europe to the next, so this changing of the rails or changing the size of the tracks just helped to prevent the movement of the soldiers somewhat. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. Look who it is.
Hi! We know you guys!
Do you want to be on the video?
Here we go. Hello. We got a ticket.
Moldova, it's amazing.
Awesome!
I mean, also wasn't that hard to get, to be honest.
Marek, Sarah, pleasure to see you again.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I even bought a bag of ice to keep my beers cold. And for vodka and stuff, oh yeah. Yeah, Jack.
Thanks again for the beer.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Stay on there. And enjoy the train as well.
So much.
Forgot to mention, the train leaves at 7:20 in the evening and it arrives at about 8:15 tomorrow morning. We're also staying in a 4-person or 6-person sleeping berth. So we got, basically it's the cheapest tickets on the train. Maybe we'll run into some interesting roommates. Maybe we'll drink some vodka on board tonight.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows what could be waiting for
Who
us on that
knows what
train?
awaits? All we know is that we are really excited.
Yep.
There we go. That's our train over there. Chisinau or Chisinau. Platform 6.
It's here!
It looks pretty standard on the outside. You got the tickets in? Yeah? You have it? That's in your hand, Poppy.
There's carpets.
Look at these carpets, man. Oh, yes.
Yay! There we go. Since we have someone in our room with us at this point, I figured I'd show you guys a room and what a general like 4-sleeper room looks like.
Even just the smell of it, it's like it smells old, you know, it smells like it's been used. So it comes with your pillows, you've got a blanket over here. It seems like these things you put onto the mattress itself, which would make sense because this is, like, listen to it. It's hard.
Ooh,
It's solid.
it's gonna be yeah, it's pretty solid.
You've got storage under the bed. Not massive storage, but there's storage nonetheless. You've got a little table over here. Very nice tablecloth. The same tablecloth that's used on the curtains. You've got a little bit extra storage up here. And just over there. And just over here, you've got some more storage. It's not very big at all, but still, you can put bags in there. Just a little bit of a problem, because now my big bag doesn't fit anywhere.
Yeah.
And just like that, we're on the move.
I already need the bathroom because we waited around at the station for quite a while. I've got my handy tissues. Let's see what the bathroom looks like. Thanks. It's a little smelly, not gonna lie, but I don't know. There's also little curtains in here, dome flag thing, toilet, sink, mirror. There is a plug point in here, which there are no plug points in the room it seems, so interesting. It looks so cozy in here. Like maybe it's the warm light, or I don't know, the little blankets and pillows and stuff everywhere. It just looks so cozy.
So we had a roommate, a lovely lady named
From
Olga
Moldova.
from Moldova. So we're just exchanging a few stories, asking her for her recommendations on some food. But her cabin just down the road opened up, so
Down
she's
the
come
road?
to down the road, down the cart has opened up, so she's gone there instead, which means that we now
Have the
Have
whole
the entire cabin to ourselves. But we've just got our bedding, our sheets. This is what it looks like. I think it starts to make up here.
It's legit, this is a cloth. I don't know what you use it for,
Is
but
that to wash your face or
it's a cloth.
to clean up
It's
after
like a
you've
dish.
eaten?
It's almost like a kitchen towel. This is so funny. Well, I don't know what you use that for. This is a pillowcase. This is a duvet cover, blanket cover, sheet. But I kind of, like, I love it. How convenient will this be? It
feels so homely,
Yeah, very homey. It feels very homey in here.
And we're just shooting by. This train's going really fast. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can hear it either. It is so quiet. It is
is really
really
quiet.
quiet. This is one of the quietest trains we've been on so far. Like we can
Yeah.
just have a normal conversation.
And we've been on a lot of trains recently. The only thing is, I feel like I can sometimes hear the people next door. Like with little sounds through the wood. I don't know if it's in my head. Or maybe it's some other things. Like that. There's weird creaks and stuff every now and again.
It's coming from here. Oh, it's me.
Oh, it's you.
I'm
I'm trying to decide between bottom bunk or top bunk. Basically the main test will be, can I actually get up? Because I don't know how you get up
There's no steps or anything.
on these things. So...
Oh, big jump.
Okay,
Made it.
I can get up. Yeah, kind of like it up here. Funny story. The first time we ever went on an overnight train was in Georgia, and we didn't know that putting bedding on the beds was like a thing. I don't know, we just were rookies. So this time around we know that you put bedding down and you prepare it like a proper bed before you go to sleep. Here we go.
at least 10 kg. This is the blanket.
They're so cute.
Yeah. This thing has been, it's seen a few nights, let me tell you.
Oh, you know what? This will just, like, it's not a duvet cover, it's kind of just a second sheet, so this will just put over.
Doing the bedding is not my strong point.
You do. Okay. Definitely much more comfortable than earlier. Yeah, this won't be bad. Oh my, that is very sharp. Ow.
Okay. No, I don't know how this thing works. This door is very high level. I didn't study enough to close this door.
The only thing we've eaten all day were those tiny little pastries we had earlier, so we are ready to have an absolute feast.
What we got for ourselves. Loaf of bread, pack of ham, pack of salami, cream cheese, mandarins, or narkis, as we call them in South Africa. Whatever these things are. This is dessert.
This is also to go on the sandwiches as well. Who likes crisps on sandwiches or chips on sandwiches? I do.
Yeah.
Ah, that's from our
This
friend.
is some African.
So in case you guys were wondering who those people were in the train station that we randomly ran into and we were like so excited to see, we met two guys yesterday at our hostel in Brasov. The one guy who's from Canada actually heard us speaking about Moldova and about this train, and he decided to change his plans and come on this train. That's why we were so excited to see him, because he said to us yesterday, when I see you on the train, I'll buy you guys a drink. So he gave us our beers earlier, which we're super stoked for. That's just adding to our feast. Yeah, towels coming in handy. Mine's closed already. Cheers. Wait.
This is a great experience. This is fantastic. You have to do this.
It's really cool. If you're in Romania and you want to go to Moldova,
Or Moldova and want to come back to Romania.
absolutely choose this train as your option of transportation. Absolutely.
Okay, but all the excitement and energy aside, this is a really cool experience. It's really warm, it's comfortable, it's surprisingly quiet. Yeah, there's no electricity, there's no power outlets, but that's not why you come onto this train. You come onto this train to experience a bit of history. It's exactly what we feel like we're doing right now, just sitting here, listening to the train, listening to the people going up and down the corridors. It's just incredible. And I really should be working right now. I should have my laptop out, busy working on the next video, but I don't feel like doing that. I feel like just sitting here and taking it all in. Really fully experiencing this once in a lifetime opportunity.
We are stopped at the border. It's 3:25, and we've just handed in our passports. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. We'll see. I wonder if it is what's happening.
So what we think is happening at the moment is they're doing the changing of the tracks, or the changing of the wheels. We can't see too much. We can't open the window, unfortunately, but we think that's what's happening.
There's a lot happening outside.
A lot of banging,
A lot of moving around.
shaking.
We're looking at one of the cars of the train, and it's over there.
Okay, we seem to have a bit of an understanding as to how this whole changing of the wheels happens. So each cart gets put onto a separate
track almost. It gets put into like a work bay for the mechanics to go and work on it.
Which is why we've been going back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, because we've been like putting
They
a
keep
cart
on
in.
alternating carts and things
Yeah.
like that. And then each work bay has got like a jack or a lift that then lifts the cart up into the air. And then after that, then the brave people go and then walk under the cart.
train.
They disconnect the original set of wheels and then they slide in a new set of wheels under that. And then they lower the cart back onto the wheels again.
And while it's lowering, there's people under there like making sure the wheel's in the right position, like running around all over the place.
It's quite a process. It's really interesting
Yeah,
too.
there's just people on the ground everywhere outside and like working everywhere.
Very fast, very frantic. Yeah.
Because they're trying to do it as quickly as possible, I think. And they have to do each one, like each wheel on their whole train.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is so interesting.
It's 25 to 6. That took a full 2.5 hours, but we are finally into Moldova. We were really stressed for a second because we were supposed to fill in a health declaration form, but I just completely forgot to do it. Luckily, they didn't ask for that. All they asked for was a proof of vaccination. We've got a couple of hours left. I'm gonna make the most of this last little bed, but using this bed. Good mornings from Moldova. We can't believe that we made it here. When we started planning this trip, this was a little bit of a long shot of a goal to think that we'd make it all the way to Moldova. And we're
then
here.
we had the hiccups along the way with the trip, so I actually can't believe that
That's
we made it
amazing.
here.
It's amazing that we've made it here. But anyway, that was, for me, one of the best sleeps that I've had in a very long time. That was amazing.
And it's a long ride. Like, it's now 7:45 and I feel happy to wake up for the day. Like, it's a long enough sleeper train that we're not going to get to our accommodation and still want to have a nap before we carry on with our day, which is really great.
But I just want to say thank you to everybody we came across during our travels in Romania. You really made it amazing. Firstly, just to our couchsurfing host, George. That was an incredible experience.
Yeah.
He invited us into his home and we even had a barbecue with him and his
all of his
friends,
friends,
which was
yeah.
amazing. The next day we went on a tour with tutors from the Curly Guard and that was just incredible as well. We saw so much in such a short period of time. And then to our friends who we met at our hostel, Jonathan and Jerome, thank you guys so much. Really made our time in Romania very special. Alright, we've got a few minutes left. This is always the tough part, having to get off a very comfortable train.
Here we go.
Moldova. Who would have thought, eh? What an experience. We honestly were not expecting the level of comfort that we just had.
We can highly recommend this train ride to anyone traveling through this area. It is such a cool and unique and interesting experience.
But in the next video, which will be starting in exactly 1 minute, in this very spot, we'll be going around and having a look at what Chisinau has to offer. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.
Funny story. The first time we ever went on an overnight train was in Georgia. What? I thought you were saying that there's something wrong with something. You were like, right in my ear. Okay, ready?